It's about 24 feet from there to there. I'm going to try to do it with 2 sticks with a 45 for them to overlap. And then I got like 11 feet there. I'm going to try to do that with 1 stick. I got a tiny little spot. Then here I got like 20 feet, and then again 11. And it would be the same as the base molding, but this will just be a crown molding application. Alright, I got the first stick cut here. On this one I have just a 90 degree on this side that we're looking at, and then a 45 on the other side. And then I'm just going to run a bunch of nails all the way down, sped it up here, and then right at that end there it's just a 45, and I'm going to cut another one here to a 45 and slap it on. But actually here, this is the coping cut that I'm going to make. You want to make your coping cut just like this, where you're showing the exposed bare wood, if that makes sense. If you've stained the outside already, you want to make the cut so it's not a back bevel where it's at a tip to the stain, but at a front bevel, if that makes sense, so you can run your coping saw down that line it makes between the stain and the inside of the cut. I know that sounds confusing, but when you make a 45, it works pretty good. And then you back bevel along that line that you make, and that then snaps into the other corner of the trim, which I'll show you right here. Okay, we're getting down to the last couple sticks here. I'm going to show one more cope on that little small one. Be easy. We'll get some nice tight seams with those copes. I'm going to take this measurement right here. That's just a 45. I'm going to take a measurement from this, the extension of the 45, that part, not the inside but the outside, all the way to the flat end of that. And then all we have to do is make 145. Slap it right over. I got 66 and an eighth. Another thing that you can do on all these trim is you can always cut it 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch longer. And if it bows out on you, you slide it in there. If it bows out on you, just put a nail in the center, and then center of those bows. With the heating and cooling of houses, it's actually a little bit better to have them a little longer, and it makes it a little easier that way. So we'll go 66 and an eighth. I'll get that up there. I'll make this little tiny cope cut, and that'll be that. So again, I'm gonna make a 45 degree angle cut, and as you can see, it'll be so I can see the inside of the wood, for lack of better explanation. And that line of that inside of the wood right there, I'll measure it 4 1/8. Actually, I line up the 1 inch mark right on that line, and I'll go 5 1/8. And then I'll make that cut, but I'll use that exposed edge you can see on the far right hand side to make my final coping cut, which I'll show you in a second. And you want to remember, you want to back bevel that, and then I know it seems confusing at first, but then it will really tuck inside there and make a really nice snug fit like you're seeing here in my videos. So hopefully this angle, I know it's shaky and stuff, but I'm trying to demonstrate it the best I can. And see how I'm going back at an angle on that. Remember, if you cut it straight up and down, it's not going to work. You got to go back at an angle, and then you got to come up that little swoop right along that line too. So it's a nice little curl there. You got to make sure to get that too.